Okay, my wonderful people, viewers and subscribers all over the world. I greet you all and I welcome you all to this episode of knowing what to do and doing it at the right time. This narrative that the Yorubas and baboons are selling to the general public that Igbo politicians are not talking about Biafra, that is why blah 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 blah. You know, they keep on making some all kind of unguided statements that is not even emanating from a right source, but from the wrong people who never wished anything good that come to come the ways of the Biafrans. Anyway, Nnamdi Kanu's case to be revisited and also to be reversed as the case may be, according to the information reaching us here from one of the Igbo politicians by name Dan Iwanyanwu. I would like you to listen to him, and I love that word he said that one day monkey will go market and that monkey no go return again. These people have pushed the Igbo to the wall. You have put the Igbo to the wall. Expect unexpectable when this music, when this drum we're on at the beat, when the Igbo start to dance it, make sure nobody runs. The same way the Palestinian and Gaza pushed Israel. Israel never want to attack them. They go to drop bomb in Israel and murder a lot of people. A lot of Christians we are unalived. Now the whole world now is against Israel, that they are the one who is mutilating the people of Gaza and people of Palestine, which is a lie. There is no mercy for any terrorist. Let me borrow the words of Mr. Vladimir Putin. He said his duty is to send terrorists to God. Then it is now depends, or rather, it is now remains for God either to forgive them or not to forgive them. But look at them. The so-called Zojuria, people who are forgiving terrorists, they call them repentant Boko Haram and terrorists. But that is by the way. So this matter now, I would just like you, there are some certain videos I will not be downloading to be putting on my channel, but I will play the voice to you so that you will get to understand it. Because of some certain rules now that YouTube bring in this 2026. Let me not be a victim of circumstances. So I'm going to make my own thing, JJly and Wayole, because I say, Iromaka Ejuneja Aganogu. Well, let me play this voice of Dan Olashi, I think Z Labour Party or Z Labour Party presidential candidate or aspirant. Okay, and also the voice of our sister Nikki Agnes. So I want you to listen to this very, very carefully, and then we'll come back here for more discussion. I will also air my own view when this message play finish. And please, don't be offended if there is any interjection, because there are some words I will hear. I will pause to air my own view before the message continues. So please, don't be offended if there's any interjection along the line. I just want to make this clear. Like this message, share it, comment on it. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Follow us on all our social media handles so that you're going to get first-hand information each time there is any publication on this channel or any other channel or any other social media apps. We are posting our videos. Oh yeah, let's go there.
You know, got it done. And I had made my position very.
Let me start it afresh.
One day, monkey could go market.
You know, got it
done.
Yeah.
And I had made my position very clear. I wasn't surprised with the judgment of Justice Omotosho.
Yeah.
That Nnamdi Kanu did not do anything.
No Igbo politician is talking about Biafra. No Igbo politician is even supporting Nnamdi Kanu.
We know them.
There is in this Biafra team. You know, go come. It will be very impossible for Biafra to come because now the Igbo politicians that then go talk about them and government go listen to them. They play.
We know them.
And even this statement itself is not even true. Because I've seen quite number of prominent politicians that are talking about Nnamdi Kanu, that are supporting Biafra, that are speaking against the marginalization against Igbo. Maybe they see that one. And these comments are not only coming from the Yoruba descent, they are not only coming from the outside descent, even some Igbos, then they drop such comments. So are you serious?
Of course.
Most of the Igbo politicians, those compromised ones, they don't want Biafra to come. That is just the truth.
Yeah.
They don't want Biafra to come because if Biafra comes, they will come off food from their mouths.
Not true.
Aside that, I've said before that there are quite number of politicians, from the Igbo descent, in Nigeria is not nice. They talk about it. But before we go further, just listening to this man, he's a Nigerian politician from the Igbo descent.
Yeah.
He has always talked about the marginalization, has always speak against the issue revolving around Nnamdi Kanu and the Nigeria government. So now let's listen to him and hear what he has to say about Nnamdi Kanu and those speaking against Trump and the Israel Prime Minister coming to Nigeria to tackle the insecurity issues, the genocide going on in Nigeria. Guys, let's listen to him and do well to share this video and stay tuned for more updates.
I wasn't surprised with the judgment of Justice Omotosho. And I had made my position very clear even before the judgment that I was not persuaded with what was going on in court. And that I have a firm conviction that Nnamdi Kanu did not do anything. There's no way you can try somebody, convict him for statements he made outside the country.
Yeah.
He wasn't here. There was no evidence that he carried gun and killed anybody.
Of course.
There was no evidence that he was involved in massive killings, as we have seen. And my position is predicated upon the fact that there are people in this country that have killed,
Murdered.
raped men, women, and children.
Rape.
And we are associating with them. We are discussing with them. In fact, we are having coffee with them. What is left is to sow ashebi with them.
Okay.
In the name of negotiation. So what did Nnamdi Kanu do that his own case is different? And that's why I said Nnamdi Kanu is being persecuted because of his circumstances of birth.
Yeah.
And that was an issue which President Muhammadu Buhari started. I have made it very clear, even I've spoken to Saifoni many times, that President Muhammadu Buhari never liked the Igbo man. And he didn't pretend about it. He had what I called ancient hatred against the tribe and his people. And he showed it. In fact, he summarized it with the saying of the dot in a circle. That dot is in a circle is the engine room of this country's economy. Look, we are on holiday for 1 week now. I'm sure you drove to come here. Go to Lagos. Lagos is shut down. Nobody's on the streets. They have gone to their docks within the circle. Ditto Abuja. So you cannot single a tribe, and I'm not saying so because I'm Igbo. A proud one for that matter. But I hate tribalism. I hate things based on religion and tribe. There is no reason why you should hate a fellow citizen because of his circumstances of birth. Nnamdi Kanu did not do anything. He didn't do any of those. Look at somebody like Gumi. The didn't government know all the stupid utterances Gumi has been making. In fact, he said we should put them in our budget. We should pacify them. We should pay them salaries.
Yeah.
There's no way it can stop. The government through Buhari saw all this because of his expansionist agenda. Buhari wanted to Islamize the country. Let nobody pretend about it. And the first thing we did was to disarm citizens. Whether you had a 10 gun or they were disarmed. Immediately that was done, 1 week after, the terrorists moved in across the country. Thank God for Trump. Any Nigerian, man or woman, old or young, opposed to what Trump is doing as regards the terrorists, is a terrorist himself. Any Nigerian, man or woman, young or old, that will oppose to the coming of Benjamin Netanyahu to assist Trump in clearing the terrorists is himself and his household terrorists.
Of course.
We have seen it in this country. We are handicapped. We cannot do anything. And then some people are talking about sovereignty. Sovereignty, my foot. If you are talking about sovereignty and people are being slaughtered in their hundreds, in their thousands every day, better suspend that sovereignty. Let those that will help you come and help you.
I swear.
As Trump is helping now. He has did it along the axis last week. I read in Kaduna today, last night. Let him continue and clean the place up so that we can sleep with our two eyes open. Nnamdi Kanu is not a terrorist. Nnamdi Kanu was handed over to Tinubu by Muhammad Buhari as one of his handing over notes. But what we are saying is, Tinubu did not pick Nnamdi Kanu. He inherited the problem. All we are asking is, he must have the political will to set him free. I must tell you that over 80% of reasonable Nigerians across the country are not happy with Nnamdi Kanu being in prison in Sokoto. Because they could see that this is man's humanity to man.
Of course.
It is clear that it is that hatred against the people from that part of the country. It is not that he did anything. No evidence. Okay, let me even take you up. And the judiciary was available to give credence to that.
Of course.
Nnamdi Kanu said, Omotoso, show me the law. Show me the law you are trying me with. He asked that question more than 10 times in different trials.
Of course.
Justice Omotoso ignored him. Justice Omotoso forgot that Nnamdi Kanu is not a lawyer. A lawyer wouldn't have asked those questions. Forget about the books he was carrying. The first point is that he is not a lawyer. And he elected to defend himself based on his constitutional right, which says that an accused person can take the services of a lawyer or defend himself. He decided to use the latter. What did you say? Mr. Nnamdi Kanu, these are the laws, section this, section that. You could not answer him. You forgot he's not a lawyer. I am not approving of the violence and the comments coming from, Nnamdi Kanu, the way he reacted. But any innocent man being terrorized through the judiciary can behave worse than Nnamdi Kanu.
Yeah, of course.
Yes, as a lawyer, I'm seeing it that calm down.
Not true.
But this is a man who knew he did nothing. And Nigerians knew that he had done nothing. With greatest respect, Justice Omotoso was a pawn. He was an instrument to be used to jail. Why were the other judges reluctant in trying Nnamdi Kanu? They were pushing the adjournment. It's because they have seen it. Even after Supreme Court has said that he's running away from his house, which they said he jumped there, was legitimate. Over 20-something people were killed in his house. He lost his father. He lost his children. Whoever we say that Nnamdi Kanu, for those saying that he should be handled, let it be a portion.
Amen.
Let what is happening to him be a portion.
Amen. A mighty amen.
Power, we think that we are gods. Look at Malami of yesterday. Crying like a chicken beaten by the red. Look at Malami. That didn't believe in rule of law, even as a senior advocate of Nigeria. He didn't obey court orders. Now look at him crying like a baby. My right. Where is your right? That one should be put to prison to test, to drink from the same cup.
Of course. Oskov.
Even though it is not right. But it is good for people to drink from the same chalice from which they fed people. Look at him. And look at all this killing that has been published. That is all they do in government.
Otilo.
Once you raise your voice, put him down. You raise your voice, put him down. One day, and let me put it in local balance. One day, monkey will go market. You know, go return.
And that brings us to the end of the message. We're not going to take much of your time, just like as I promised earlier. Only one few comments and then we'll round up. Stanley Wodo said, whether Igbo politicians talk about Biafra or not, Biafra is here already. That is where that brings us to the end of this program. And when I go hear my voice again, in the next episode, because we keep on having episode by episode by episode. Another message is going to drop soon after this one. Have a nice day. I'm a regular control to bless us all. Kachineke meziokwu. Ka emesianu.